I was going to hang this up on my wall when it goes home. That's where it's going. That's why I had to decorate it appropriately.
Oh yeah, I'm coming with this again.
So Kiersten, round of applause.
Kiersten.
I apologize. Kiersten. My bad.
Is it sufficient to continue to allow our state's government to contribute to the illegalization of a non-lethal substance that in turn depletes the state's budget and does nothing to reduce the increasing drug violence? According to a report done on marijuana arrests in California drug wars in 2008, there were 78,514 marijuana-related arrests in the state of California. It is only reasonable to assume this number has increased since then. Out of those arrests, 61,388 of them were simple misdemeanor offenses. Would it not be resourceful to use police work, hours, and funds on more violent, extreme crimes related to more extreme drugs? Legalization of marijuana would have a huge impact on the health of our state's residents, our budgets, and increase our public safety. I'm first going to discuss the impact of marijuana on Californians' health. The following information will inform you of the health benefits in legalizing marijuana. According to High Times' top 10 reasons for legalizing marijuana, marijuana provides relief from pain, nausea, spasticity, and other symptoms for many individuals who have not been treated successfully with conventional medications. Americans who choose to use marijuana choose to use marijuana, and the reasons for that is their personal observation that the drug has a relatively low dependence rate and even easier to manage side effects, stated by an article on alternate.drugs.org. Now I will inform you of the financial benefits of legalizing marijuana. Legalizing marijuana may increase California's revenue, therefore lowering our state's debt. There are $14 billion in marijuana sales every year in California, according to eastbayexpress.com. And our debt-ridden state gets nothing from that. The state's collector says taxing marijuana would generate $1.4 billion in annual revenue. This revenue could improve healthcare. And public safety and fund jobs, parks, roads, transportation, and more. According to calpotnews.com, marijuana prohibition has been a costly disaster that California cannot afford. And they also say pot should be legalized, taxed, and regulated like alcohol. Now that we have covered fiscal and health benefits, I will explain why legalization will improve our public safety. Our state's law enforcement's time and energy will focus more on violent crimes and prisons, and our prisons and jails will not be as crowded with misdemeanor marijuana offenses. Law enforcement has more important responsibilities than arresting over 61,000 people a year for mere marijuana possession, especially given the additional justice cost of disposing of each of these cases. According to a legal marijuana consumer, the severe overcrowding of the jails with minor offenders could easily be solved with the legalization of this drug. The jails would then be freed up to hold more serious offenders like sex offenders, rapists, and murderers. In review of what I have already shared with you, I am going to summarize why marijuana should be legalized. It is time to stop the illegalization of marijuana and focus more on our state's budget and deficit, and redirecting our law enforcement to different issues. Chronic pain sufferers and otherwise untreatable patients will have a safe, legal way to ease their ailments. Our state's budget may see an increase with a marijuana tax revenue, and the funds earned can be used elsewhere. A quote given on Yes on 19 by a former police chief of San Jose, Joseph McCarma: "Like an increasing number of law enforcers, I have learned that most bad things about marijuana, especially the violence made inevitable by an obscenely profitable black market, are caused by prohibition, not the plant." The jails and prisons will house real offenders and predators, while law enforcement will be able to decide their time or dedicate their time to more serious matters. In conclusion, I hope you can see now why Proposition 19 would be an overall improvement to the state of California, and why you should vote yes on this proposition. It is time for the prohibition of this substance to end in California. Thank you.